Hey everybody, this is Andy with Lightning X Products, and today we are going to show you how to assemble our LXMB20 small first responder bag with our standard fill kit B. Getting started, looking straight at your screen here, what I like to start out with is the items that we're going to get to on almost every call, and that is your blood pressure cuff and your stethoscope. Now you can put these in either pocket, but I do like keeping them on your outside pocket, so that way you can get to them without having to open the main hold. Now we do use that Sprague stethoscope, so you can use that on pediatric and adult patients by just turning the head around. Moving into the main compartment here, there's one large compartment in the back, and we're going to start out by putting our bandages and gauze in there. You'll notice you'll get a box of 4x4s, and in that box is 25 packets of 2 4x4s, so you'll get a total of 50 4x4s, and there's also a box 100 adhesive bandages. Now, if you take a look at the top flap, there's 2 rows of loops. In each one of those rows, there is a series of loose loops, and there's a series of tight loops. So adding our Berman Airways here, we're going to start out with the looser ones, but by the time we get to our green one, you're going to want to switch to the tighter loops so that these airways or whatever instruments you decide to put in there don't fall out when your flap is open. Now you see we've got 6 different airways there, ranging from infant all the way to large adult. So moving back to the main compartment, we're going to add our triangle bandages, finishing out the gauze there. And moving to the front compartment, I'm going to start putting my medicines in, starting with the 4" by 4" burn dressing, followed by our sting pack, which comes with sting pads, alcohol pads, and iodine pads. We've got some ammonia inhalants, followed by oral glucose for your diabetic patients, and then triple antibiotic, or Neosporin as it's known. And we're going to add some eye wash, which can also be used as irrigation solution. Now you'll also notice on the front and the back of the main compartment is another series of loops here. Now we're going to add the instruments to the front. The little trick I like to do is to add your tape, just kind of move it onto your trauma shears there, and then add the trauma shears to the loops. That way you've got your tape easily accessible. So after that, we've got bandage shears, we have Kelly hemostats or forceps, we have a pair of tweezers, and we have an LED pen light. Now that pen light is reusable, it's not a disposable like you get with most kits, so you can change the batteries on that. Moving out in the front compartment here, you've got 2 little pockets in the front that we're going to add our first aid guide, followed by a carded pack of 2 pairs of black nitrile gloves, so no worries to anybody that has latex allergies. We're going to add our finger splint, our buckle tourniquet, our CPR face shield or CPR mask, and then there's also this little thing that comes with the stethoscope. That's your extra earpieces and extra diaphragms if you want to change the diaphragms out on the stethoscope. Now moving to the right side of that front compartment, you have 2 instant ice packs. And all you have to do is hit those and shake them up, and you've got an instant ice pack. So we also include what we call a bandage refill kit, and what this has is a bunch of different gauze and bandages. Now we're going to add these to this front smaller compartment inside the main compartment. And what we're going to add there is 2 2" self-adherent bandages. Those are the black little roll gauze that you see there. Kind of trying to work from big to small here. We've got 2 4" by 4.1 yard rolled conforming stretch gauze. We have 2 ace bandages or elastic bandages with metal clips, followed by 2 3" conforming stretch gauze, and all these are 3" by 4.1 yards, and then a 2" by 4.1 yards roll gauze. So we've got all our bandages, our rolled gauze, all in that front compartment there. Now you'll notice this flap has a cool little feature. You can unzip this and there's a whole nother hidden compartment there. So what we're going to do is take our combine pads, which we have 4 different combine pads, and we're going to stick them in there so they don't get bent. We've got 2 8 by 10" and 2 5 by 9" combine pads. Also with that, we have 2 oval eye pads. So we're going to stick all that in that little hidden compartment in the flap, so that they don't get bent up. And after that, you can kind of fold these little side flaps over, and that's going to help keep those items in the main compartment from moving or falling out. And you just move this top flap over. We have 2 buckles on the front with quick release buckles, and they are adjustable. So you buckle these 2 buckles and cinch it down as tight as you want, and you're good to go. Lastly, we have an adjustable padded shoulder strap, and these have 2 heavy-duty metal US hooks on them. And you just hook those into the side of the pouch, adjust it to whatever length you want, and there you have it, our LXMB20 first responder kit with our standard fill kit B. Check out more of our videos on YouTube under Gear Bags, or visit our website at gearbags.com.